democracy led by a president who is both head of state and head of government, while Federal Republic of Nigeria is a country in West Africa. It is the most populous country in Africa, geographically situated between the Sahel to the north and Gulf of Guinea to the south in the Atlantic Ocean, covering an area of 923,769 square kilometers. Here are the 10 projects presented in no particular order. Number 10. Pokuase Interchange in Ghana. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the President of the Republic of Ghana, recently commissioned the 4-tier Pokuase Interchange that is situated at Pokuase Junction in Pokuase or Pokuasi, a suburb of Accra, the capital city of the West African country. The 4-tier Pokuase Interchange is the first of its kind in Ghana and the West African region at large, and the second of its kind in the continent, after the 4-tier Mount Edgecombe Interchange in Durban, South Africa. As part of the Accra Urban Transport Project, the Pokuase Interchange was constructed by Zhongmei Engineering Group Limited of China in a period of 36 months. The works were supervised by the Ghanaian Department of Urban Roads, DUR, under the Ministry of Roads and Highways. The 4-tier Pokuase Interchange project involved the construction of the 6.5 kilometers Awoshie to Pokuase Road, an interchange at the intersection at ACP Junction to Awoshie to Nsawam Road, 2 footbridges that came with a ramp for the physically challenged, and the widening of the Nsawam Road by approximately 2 kilometers. Other works included the construction of a total of 12 kilometers of town roads, a drainage system, and the provision of street lights, as well as the construction of a tunnel to serve water to communities that are not connected to Ghana Water. Before we continue with number 9, kindly smash the like button to help spread this video across the beautiful continent of Africa. Thank you. At number 9, we have Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge in Nigeria. The Lekki Ikoyi Link Bridge is the first cable-stayed bridge in West Africa, a landmark of financial metropolis of Lagos. Julius Berger International was responsible for the architectural design, researching the optimal location, and for complete design and execution planning. The bridge connects the Lekki and Ikoyi districts and was absolutely essential in order to relieve the existing bridges of some of their load. Julius Berger International designed the main bridge in segment construction and the foreshore bridge in panel construction. The 2x2 lane main bridge is 635 meters long and has an impressive 90-meter high pylon in the middle, which supports the adjacent bridge spans via inclined steel cables. The geometrical complexity of the bridge structure, combined with the use of mainly precast concrete elements, required our layout engineers to pay the utmost attention to every detail throughout the entire project. A challenge that they accepted and mastered with a resounding success. Before we jump to number 8, kindly subscribe to the Greenlight YouTube channel and turn on your post notifications so that whenever we post, we can get you notified. Thank you. Number 8, Accra Car Factory in Ghana. Ghana's new automotive development policy has encouraged VW, Toyota, and Nissan to look into opening assembly plants in the country. The Ghana Automotive Development Policy provides the necessary framework to establish assembly manufacturing capacity in Ghana. The initial focus will be on the new passenger cars, SUVs, and light commercial vehicles, which would include pickups, minibuses, and cargo vans. VW Ghana's new vehicle assembly plant has already started production in Accra's North Industrial Area. The plant will assemble ICE versions of the Tiguan and Tremon SUVs, the Passat, Polo, and the Amarok pickup. They are targeting to produce around 5,000 vehicles in the first year, ramping up production based on demand. VW also has plants in Kenya, Rwanda, and South Africa. Toyota and Nissan, 2 of the most popular brands in Africa, are also set to enter the Ghanaian vehicle assembly sector. Like in most markets in Africa, Toyota is the most popular brand, and it's important for it to expand its manufacturing and assembly plant footprint on the continent. The majority of vehicles sold in Ghana are used vehicles. Salvage vehicles are also a popular segment. Importers brought in accident-damaged vehicles, fixed them up, and sold them in Ghana at prices that would be more affordable for consumers. As part of the measures to encourage the local assembly industry, Ghana has now banned the import of salvage vehicles. Number 7. Dangote Fertilizer Plant in Nigeria. Dangote Fertilizer Plant is Africa's largest granulated urea fertilizer complex. The plant occupies 500 hectares of land in Lekki Free Trade Zone, Lagos, Nigeria. It was built at a cost of $2.5 billion. with Nigeria estimated to need about 5 to 7 million metric tons per annum of fertilizer, and with the current level of fertilizer consumption in the country, which is 1.5 million metric tons, Dangote Fertilizer Complex was established to produce 3 million metric tons per annum of urea fertilizer in Phase 1. Dangote Fertilizer works with Farmers Association, corporate farms, NGOs, development partners, and state governments all over Nigeria, as well as governments across Africa and beyond who are looking for a sustainable approach to improve soil and farm yields. The coming of stream of Dangote fertilizer would surely make Africa self-sufficient in food production and a net exporter of food to the world. Number 6. SkyTrain Project Feasibility Studies in Ghana. The SkyTrains are on an elevator platform rather than the underground. They'll be running on platforms over the city of Accra. It will be a community train and not an intercity one. At the moment, the feasibility studies have been completed and it's being studied before the contract is signed. The government in 2019 signed an agreement with a South African group, Africa Investment AI SkyTrain Consortium, for the construction of the Accra SkyTrain project. This was to solve the ever-increasing road traffic congestion in Accra, with its detrimental effects on economic activity, pollution, and quality of life. SkyTrain systems are prefabricated using a precision-molded, pre-stressed reinforced concrete components that are capable of being installed at a very rapid rate, meaning that there is minimal disruption and congestion in the urban area that is undergoing installation and commissioning. The proposed SkyTrain initiative in Accra provides for the development of 5 routes, 4 of which are comprised of radial routes that originate at the proposed SkyTrain terminal at the heart of Accra, at a newly developed Kwame Nkrumah Sacco, and 1 route that provides an intracity commuter loop distribution service, also emanating from Sacco. Number 5. Lagos Water Transport System in Nigeria. Water transportation is an integral component of the development of Lagos intermodal transport system. The physical environment of Lagos is well suited to accommodate water transport, as about 17% of Lagos is composed of lagoons and waterways. The main water bodies in Lagos State are the Lagos Lagoon, Ologe Lagoon, Porto-Novo Creek, Badagra Creeks, and the Atlantic Ocean. Water transport is one of the most advantageous transport modes, having the least impact on the environment, the lowest cost of city transport, enormous capacity reserves, and the least energy consumption. The environmental, health, safety, and security advantages of adopting water transport facilities in Lagos are many. Moreover, the population of Lagos metropolitan area continues to rise. People of all walks of life migrate to Lagos and are in need of cost-effective modes of urban transport. Ferry operations have proven worldwide to be effective and efficient tool in relieving road transport for both passengers and vehicle traffic, as seen below. Water transport is well known as a very environmental friendly or green mode transport, and as such, water transport can offer a further solution for the ever-growing transport demands in Lagos. Number 4. Kejetia Market in Ghana. The Kumasi Central Market, also known as Kejetia Market, is an open-air market in city of Kumasi, the capital of Ashanti. The Kejetia Market is the largest single market in West Africa. It has over 10,000 stores and stalls. Right in the heart of Kumasi is one of the West Africa's largest open-air markets. It is bordered to the north by Kumasi Cultural Center and to the northwest by Komfo and Nokia Teaching Hospital. The southern part of the Kejetia Market forms a border with Adum, the commercial center of the city. Virtually everything that one wants to purchase from the market can be found at Kumasi Central Market. Kejetia Market ranges from gold jewelry and diamond jewelry and crafted by the Ashantis, food, Ashanti Kente clothing fabrics, and footwear by Printex, spices, grains, and toiletries. If a person is traveling with someone, it is necessary to stay close since it is very easy to lose one another, and it's easy to lose one's way. Kejetia Market is a great place to buy fabrics such as Ashanti's People's Kente clothing, and see a huge Kejetia Market full of everyday hustle and bustle. Number 3. Port Harcourt International Airport Terminal in Nigeria. Port Harcourt International Airport Terminal is an international airport located in Omagwa, a suburb in Port Harcourt, the capital city of Rivers State in Nigeria. The airport has 2 terminals for both international and domestic flights. The new international terminal, which was commissioned by the Executive President of Federal Republic of Nigeria on October 25, 2018. In 2009, the airport served 1,081,587 passengers, making it the third busiest airport in Nigeria. On 18th August 2006, the airport was closed for repairs. The Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority stated that emergency shutdown was in order to overhaul the runway and build a fence across the facility. Such maintenance had been in planning stages for several months. Number 2. Kotoka International Airport Terminal 3 in Ghana. The new terminal construction was completed in June 2018 and it was opened to traffic 3 months later. The project is a part of Ghana Airports Company Limited Capital Investments program that involves the construction of a new terminal at KIA and the rehabilitation of other regional airports managed by Ghana Airports Company Limited. The existing 2 terminals will be able to reduce operations with the new terminal, which is expected to handle up to 5 million passengers a year, with an expansion potential of up to 6.5 million passengers. The 2-year expansion of Accra Airport is expected to generate 900 temporary jobs and 760 permanent jobs during the operations and maintenance phase. The expansion of Kotoka International Airport supports the country's ambition to upgrade its vital infrastructure by modernizing and transforming the Kotoka Airport into a gateway for West Africa and as a regional aviation hub. It also contributes to the country's economy by facilitating market connectivity and reducing business costs. Kotoka International Airport expansion also supports the Ghana Shared Growth and Development agenda that emphasizes the need for rehabilitating and expanding infrastructural facilities in the transport sector designed for international traffic. The new terminal has 5 levels spread across an area of 45,000 square meters. The terminal features 6 contact stands for Code E aircraft and 2 additional remote stands. The new terminal has the capacity to process 1,250 passengers at peak times, large retail and commercial area, 3 business launches, 6 fixed links and 7 air bridges expandable to 8. Parking spaces are available with the capacity to handle more than 700 cars. The departures level of terminal features 56 check-in desks, 30 passport control counters including 4 e-gate positions and 8 security lanes. The arrival level has 24 immigration counters, 4 e-gate positions expandable to 8 and 4 baggage claim areas. Number 1. Abuja to Kaduna Railway Line in Nigeria. The Abuja-Kaduna Railway Line is one of the first standard gauge railway modernization projects undertaken in Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa. The standard gauge line connects federal capital city Abuja with its commercial capital Kaduna, enabling faster movement of goods and people between the 2 cities. The construction of the Abuja-Kaduna Railway Line was started in February 2011 and completed in December year 2014 with China support. Nigerian President